Hello everyone, a warm welcome to you to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing a weekly card reading for Virgo. This is for the last week of September, 25th, roundabout through to the 30th, give or take a few days. It's likely to run into October. You know, we never get too caught up with the dates given that spirit flows, the energy flows, and so we just let the timing unfold naturally. It's a general reading, so it won't necessarily resonate with everybody. However, I do believe that if you've been guided to the channel, Spirit has a message for you. So let's get into the reading, Virgo, to see what is coming up in terms of events, energies surrounding it, and the best choices available for you. So Virgo, here we are. I hope you've had a good birthday month. Let's see what Spirit has to offer you in terms of the energies surrounding you, where your focus is at the end of the month, going into October as well. So thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Virgo at this time. What have we got for Virgo? Now, I don't usually read reversals, but I do intuitively read, so just letting you know. We're starting out with the beautiful energy of the Queen of Cups here. You're very much in your heart in a place of compassion at the moment, feeling very reflective, emotional, in tune with what other people are needing right now, feeling quite empathic, sensing the needs, the emotions, the feelings of others, letting them know that you understand where they're coming from. You're quite compassionate at the moment, and you're in the energy of being receptive as well as giving towards others. It also says a lot about the energy that you have at the moment, which is a desire to feel love as well as to receive love. You're feeling reflective, and I sense that you are observing a lot at the moment, and it's putting you in a place of looking at what your emotional needs are, how you are feeling in your life at the moment, what needs assessing or reassessing, and honouring those feelings. And that's helping you to be quite intuitive about other people's feelings, and therefore that's why it's helping your ability to understand where other people are coming from. We have the Page of Pentacles here, which lets me know that you're working on a few mini projects at the moment, looking at what your needs are, putting some initial plans in place for your future, reassessing and reevaluating things at the moment, what needs to be done, what do you need now in order to grow and to create stability going forward. So there is this real sense of reflecting emotionally and the things that you need to have in your life. So I feel like you're doing a lot of self-assessment at the moment, or reassessment, and that's a good place to be. You sort of, perhaps, you know, typical Virgo energy, a little bit of the Hermit. So we haven't got the Hermit card here, but that's what I'm sensing. And you're trying to balance the emotional with the practical as you step forward, and just quietly planning. It's not like you're sitting on a soapbox and shouting to the whole world what you need to do, but you're quietly planning and making and putting things in place. You have been in a place of emotional challenge recently. Things have felt difficult for you, and that's probably why you're sensing and feeling sensitive about your feelings and the emotions of others and what they need, because, you know, that's often the case when we've been experiencing sometimes pain, but sensitivity around our own feelings. The Three of Swords here is that there's been a disappointment, or there's been something on your heart, I'm feeling, something on your heart that's been paining you for a while. It feels more, rather than an event, it feels like a situation that's been lingering for a while, that feels difficult, challenging, and that you often go to that place where you are reminded of how it is challenging and a little bit hurtful, or a lot, depending on what your situation is. Yeah. So we have the Knight of Swords here, which usually indicates a fairly fast energy of some information and some communication that is coming to you. So it may require you to act quickly on something. I see it as positive though. It feels like it's information. Sorry, Virgo, I just had a bit of an interruption then. So we were talking about the Knight of Swords here, which is information that's coming to you quickly, or news that's coming to you quickly. And I do sense that it's positive. It's something that you need to act upon quickly. I feel like it's something that perhaps you are going to do to help someone, or help yourself. Yeah, the situation is that's coming to you is to assist. That's what I'm getting. To assist you or someone that you know. So that's a good thing. And then we have the Empress card. And again, I'm not surprised actually that we have the Empress card here. This is very much the Virgo energy, the beauty, the idea of nurturing yourself, being in that space of love, intuition, caring for others, caring for yourself, looking at, you're very much in a heart space at the moment, and as I was saying earlier, feeling empathetic as well as intuitive. And this beautiful nurturing energy is the energy that you're in at the moment, and you're using this energy to help yourself and to help others, to have compassion for others, to create change from a heart space. Looking at the future and how things are going to play out for the future is where your mind is at the moment, where your heart is at the moment. Yeah, I do feel that you're quite reflective at the moment, but for a purpose, not to indulge, but rather to see how you can set things up for the future to help either yourself or someone else. That's what I'm sensing. Okay, so Spirit, what else do we have for Virgo, please? Thank you. Yeah, see, there we go. Ace of Cups. Definitely in that space of love and compassion for yourself and for others. And for some of you, this represents a new cycle. Perhaps for some of you Virgos, you are bringing in energy of love into your life at the moment with the view of loving relationship. You're attracting that in your life. And some of you could even be pregnant. Yeah, there's just a lot of really beautiful, loving energy, birthing new things, creativity, creating new life. Yeah, there's love all around you. All right, thank you, Spirit. So, there are busy times. There's quite a lot of activity around you, things that need to be done. And I feel like that this is in relation to the planning that you are doing in terms of next steps. So I feel that there's, for this week, there's a lot of things that need to be taken care of. There could be some competing agendas with other people, so you may need to watch prioritising your time and activity and what you choose to pay attention to and what you don't. So if you can manage your time well, you will overcome that feeling of feeling overwhelmed. It will be a case of you having to manage priorities and keeping things in order so as to not to lose focus on the detail of some things. Be careful about, oh, this is interesting, be careful about other people's agendas at the moment because I feel that there's an energy that's rushing towards you or multiple things rushing towards you that may confuse your priorities. So yeah, there's an energy here that's just an energy that you need to be careful of in terms of these competing energies and things, and people wanting you to do things for them in their time frame and seeking their own agendas. And that's a bit of a selfish energy. So I feel like Spirit is saying, be mindful of this when that comes towards you. You don't need to respond to someone's, pushing their agenda on you or pushing their time frame on you. If that's the case, just step back and pause and give yourself a moment to rethink, to reprioritize, Virgo. And then I feel that you allow yourself that time to rethink things about, again, coming back to the place of planning for the future. So the Three of Wands is you looking ahead and trying to visualize what needs to happen, where you're going, the path ahead, what you're planning for the future. So we see you gazing into a crystal ball, looking at the path ahead and determining what your next steps are likely to be. Again, I'm still feeling that's a lot of emotion around you at the moment, and a sense of you planning for the future. So there's a little bit of pain in the heart, a bit of grieving going on, I'm feeling, which is why you're ultra sensitive to emotions and feelings at the moment. And the Eight of Cups is the disappointment of things not feeling quite fulfilling or emotionally fulfilling. There is some sadness, some grieving. There's looking ahead. I think you'll know what that is for you. There's a few stories playing out here. So I feel like there's an overall energy of you being in that place of your heart, compassion, emotions, planning for the future. Then there's the day-to-day stuff that you're dealing with. Information coming in to help you take some action, other people pushing their agendas. There's multiple things going on. Some of you are pregnant, as I said, and creating something for the future, which is beautiful. Others of you are planning for the future in a different kind of a way. Goodness. Okay, all right. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some further information about where this is going for Virgo, please? There is this element of planning for the future. That's what I'm sensing. Dealing with things that need to be taken care of. Page of Cups is you looking at your own emotional needs and planning on what you're going to do and how you're going to deal with things, how you're going to respond to others. It's very much this, like going within and reflecting and trying to honour your own feelings and understand where you're coming from. It's dealing with things that you haven't dealt with before on an emotional level. You're just in that quiet space of processing. Oh, goodness. So I know that things are weighing on your mind at the moment. You're feeling a little in the dark about things, not perhaps entirely clear about how to move forward, and this is causing a little bit of mental confusion. And there are people who've got are bringing to you conflicting pieces of information, their own opinions, which sometimes is not really wanted. It just causes a lot of conflict. And I feel that these people are perhaps naysayers, It may not be their intention to cause you conflict, but it may be just making things worse for you and creating more anxiety within you because, they've got strong opinions and they're saying, well, why are you doing this and why are you doing that and you should be doing this and, You're going, whoa, I'm so confused. And it may be that you just need to pull back away from that, because, you know, this devil energy is about confusion and people having selfish motives coming at you with this Eight of Wands. I just be very cautious about allowing yourself to be in toxic energy, because it feels like you're in a vulnerable space at the moment emotionally, and there's nothing wrong with that, but protect your boundaries, Virgo. Protect your boundaries. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay. And you do. So I'm glad to see that. All right. I think it's like you get to a point when your back is against the wall and you've been poked one too many times, and then you go, enough. Which is good to see, because you need to stand your ground, and this is you standing your ground. This is you having a voice and saying, you know what? These are my boundaries. This is how it's going to be. I have clarity now. And you stand up and you have your say, which is great. But I do feel that you're able to say it with compassion, you're able to say it with confidence, and you're able to stand your ground, which is wonderful. And in order to achieve what you want to achieve, because we know that you're in this planning mode, we know that you are reflecting and doing your best to understand not only your needs but the needs of others. You're looking at the bigger picture here, and not everybody gets you at this point in time. They're trying to, but it's not working. But eventually you honour your own feelings, and you are able to get clarity and sort out the mess that's going wrong. And the Ace of Swords is bam, you've gone, right, I've made a decision. And you stand in your ground as the King of Pentacles does. I know what I know, what I know. And you draw on your past experience, you draw on the foundations that you've created, you come back to center and go, you know what? This is what I need for my future, for my present, for my growth. I know how to create stability. You're an earth sign, Virgo, and you know that when you are grounded and you trust in what you know, you confidently build a strong foundation. You confidently make decisions to ensure your stability and security for the future. And this is you. Now, it's a wise energy coming from experience. But I do see you definitely putting your foot down and drawing the boundaries, and that's great. It's showing confidence in yourself and your own decision making. Great, good on you. I'm glad about that. So it's important to recognize that when we're in a period of emotional reflection, that is not a sign of weakness. It is necessary, because it helps us to understand that we need to pay attention to something, and it gives you a moment to pause, to understand, to give yourself time to process and think something through, and to recognize that there's something that needs your attention, and it gives you that moment to come from a place of your heart rather than the mental confusion. I think you realize that when you listen to yourself, when you listen to your heart and not to the opinions of others, you're able to re-establish that confidence and reassurance in yourself and what you know to be true. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Virgo at this time? We've got the Empress energy, the Empress card again. Time to act on your plans. Your creativity is rewarded. Your ability to see outside the 9 dots, to see what other people don't see. You're very focused on making sure that you've got what you need in your life, the resources you need for the future, for now and the future. That's great. It's just you taking care of things. Beautiful energy. So that's the Empress card twice. It's a very caring energy, but it's also a wise energy about planning for the future. I don't know why I keep saying the future. My goodness, this is obviously a focus for your for your reading, where your energy is right now. Oh, these cards are so slippery. It's just crazy. You're having an epiphany. Yeah, so a lot of awarenesses are coming to you at the moment, Virgo. Which is bringing a lot of spiritual growth for you. So Virgo, whether you realize it or not, you are a light to other people. People look to you for guidance and for wisdom. Now, here's another aspect of this emotional reflection and going within for this period of time, is that it's also come up in this card here. Having that time that's quiet and still, that meditative time, helps you to connect in with the divine and to get those answers that you're seeking. So that's why you end up with the Ace of Swords, because you've allowed yourself the time and space to get that clarity. So that's great. That's the epiphany that's coming through. All right, let's take a look at the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Virgo the last week of September? Yeah, more of the same, which is great. You are experiencing, you're going within because you're going through a period of spiritual growth, awareness, reflection, and that's giving you the aha moments. The Peace card is your energy. It's how you're feeling about yourself and life in general. It's a general feeling. I think you're sensing that there's new beginnings coming. You're moving towards new beginnings in your life. There's a lot of things that are being resolved and reconciled right now for you. It's like, it feels like a work in progress for you. You're looking at where you need to tie up loose ends. You're looking at the relationships in your life with people, and you're more mindful about, have I done my best? Is there something else that I need to say to improve this? What haven't I said that I need to share with this person? What needs to be forgiven? What needs to be accepted? How can I extend that olive branch? So I'm sensing that you're very aware of other people, and you're very aware of relationships in your life at the moment. And you're coming from a heart space, Virgo, which is really beautiful. And I do feel that Spirit is nudging you, assisting you, softening your heart, giving you ideas to act upon. So when you feel the nudges and your intuition is there and you go, oh, I think I need to pick up the phone and speak to that person, then do that. Follow through with that. Spirit is helping you. For whatever reason, it's important at the moment. The relationships in your life are important, not only for yourself, but for how things are going to play out in the future, and also the energy and the healing that you are bringing to others right now. I do sense, more than you're perhaps aware, that your presence and your energy at the moment is very healing to other people, Virgo. And you may not realize that, but you are bringing healing and help to others right now. Really beautiful energy. Stay with it. Acknowledge where you're at. You know, this beautiful empathy and compassion that you have is really helping. And so we've also got the Observer card. So this is also all about your approach at the moment, is sitting back and observing what's going on. It's not about having to jump and do, which is often the energy of the Virgo. This is more about observing, watching, waiting, right, looking at the right timing, assessing the situation. I think I've been clear about that throughout the reading, and it's great to have this confirmation that you are the observer right now, watching. And this is helping you to assess things. The moon is about the reflecting. Very, very helpful position for you to be in at the moment. And all of this, of course, is about you, as I said before, planning, creating, building for the future. Looking at all of the bits and pieces, that the parts that are necessary, important and required for a strong foundation going forward. So you'll notice that this beautiful foundation here of blocks is made up of little blocks. Well, what are all the important parts? These could be your values, the things that are important to you in your life, your ethics and morals, not just the physical things in life, but what are the spiritual things in life that are important to you. So you are reflecting on these things, looking at what's around you, looking at what's in your life, what you need, what you don't need, being discerning about your choices, being discerning about the people in your life. Really, a really beautiful, wise, calm approach is what I'm sensing from you, Virgo. It truly is lovely. Yeah, wow. I'm liking the energy. So, I'm going to pull a card from the Moon Oracle deck. Given that you're in such a reflective mood, this does seem appropriate. So we've got the Queen of the Moon Oracle card deck here. So let's see what Spirit can add to this reading for you, Virgo. I do sense that you are the go-to person at the moment. If someone is needing some connection, some reassurance, they're coming to you, Virgo, which is really lovely. We've got the Creation card. This just sort of says to me again, it's like the Empress energy, is that you're very much in a creative planning space at the moment. Thinking about the future again, pondering the bigger picture is what I'm sensing. Is you're very, very much connecting in with your higher self, your spirituality, even if you're not using those words. You're thinking about the purpose, the meaning of things, what can be observed and understood from the big picture point of view. Really lovely, and this is helping you to formulate ideas and plans in your mind about how things can best be achieved, or different ways to go about things. So I'm going to read what's in the book here. It says you can create your own destiny. Every creature on earth creates, and this is the Empress energies, creating. So it's referring to the busy beaver, but I feel like your energy is more an internal energy rather than external. And I know that at some point you will be pressed to get busy and deal with some things in the 3D reality when stuff comes at you. I do see that. But a lot of this is also internal, and your mind is churning over things. And that's the busyness that I'm sensing from you. This strategic planning and thinking, which you really love doing, it's an energy in a space that you love to be in, because as a result of that, you end up with tangible outcomes, and you love that, Virgo. You're very practical in nature. So all of this beautiful strategic planning here is all happening inside you at the moment, and you're putting all the pieces together in your mind about, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. This is the energy that you're in, because when you finally get the green light and you realize the timing is right, that's when you go bam. And I've got clarity, this is how it's going to be, and you state your case and you get to it. King of Pentacles, you know what you're doing. So it's really quite exciting. It's like you're about to burst forth with something really tangible and really helpful to people. So it's all of this inner stuff, getting the clarity, being strategic about it all, using that gorgeous creative energy, and then wham, you've got it. So that's really great. Whatever it is your strength. This is what you're using to create the next thing, for the next steps. And that's when you know it'll be time to take action. Oh, I love that. That's really great. Okay. Let's take a look at a message from the Spirit Messages deck to finish off your reading, Virgo. And then we will get into the October readings very, very soon. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Virgo at this time. Honour this reflection time and this planning time. And take a look at the video a couple of times just to remind yourself what to focus on. There is a lot going on here. Back to love. You are very much in the energy of love. That's where we started out. Here we go. I'll just read it for you. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Yeah, this is very much you, Virgo, and right now your heart is open. It's full of love and compassion for yourself and others. And this is your motivator at the moment, your inspiration. This is what's helping you to do what you're doing. You've got a heart of serving at the moment, which is just beautiful. And so I'm really glad to see this card come out. Let's see what the book has to offer. Yeah, so Spirit is saying that they're reaching out to you at this moment in the hope you'll discover new and meaningful ways of nurturing and loving yourself. Love is energy, and that beautiful force is also a part of you. To experience and feel the power of love in one's lifetime can be the one most beautiful and significant and life-changing events that your soul can acknowledge and receive. Let me just say that again. To experience and feel the power of love in our life can be the most beautiful, life-changing event that our soul can acknowledge and receive. Wow. Yet love is so much more than being able to say that you're loved by another person or that you've loved another person. Love is not meant to be a fixed destination. It's about the journey. It's the process of becoming the person you are meant to be. A person living and loving from the heart and soul. You are love. You are worthy of love. Now is the perfect time to weed out the people and the situations that are not empowering you, which we spoke about, and surround yourself with those who can gently encourage you to be all that you can be. I love that. It's, weeding out this energy and those people that are toxic to you, and surround yourself with those people who are loving and encourage you and support you and are your tribe. Start your journey by letting the energy of love enter your heart and your life. By doing so, it will allow you to receive and give love and to radiate as the pure soul that you truly are. What a beautiful reading. That is just perfect to finish off. I love that. Now I just want to bring to you a Namaste blessing. I love these little cards here. Virgo, what a beautiful person you are. What gorgeous energy you are in. You have a heart to love and to serve right now. Go you. And stay connected with Spirit because you are being supported. It's not that you have to give until you've got nothing left. This is not the message. Okay, the message is giving love to yourself as much as you do to others. So staying balanced. Okay, Virgo? Okay, let's see. This is the card. Beautiful picture here of a tree. Lots of love, lots of heart-shaped leaves. So I'll read the blessing. A blessing woven in truth. Have the courage to speak your truth, and a heavy burden will be lifted. It's best that everyone involved know where they stand. The truth will set both you and others free. This is a blessing for all concerned, but most of all for you, dear one. Oh, that's really beautiful. And you know what? I feel that you do, because you know what, Virgo, we had your Ace of Wands, which is you speaking your truth from a place of love. You see these beautiful red roses here. The butterflies represent transformation, so it's going to be healing for you. And you are very much coming from a place of love. We've got this Ace of Cups here. As you do and you have the courage to speak your truth, you are healing yourself and others. So Virgo, that is your reading for September. Virgo, I hope you have enjoyed that reading and found it useful. It is so beautiful. Stay in that place of love and self-love, compassion for you as well as for others. Go well. If this has resonated for you, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with others. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.